Well, hi everybody and welcome to the Mental Toughness and Body Show. My name's Rob Evans and I'm your weight loss coach and health strategist. I'm internationally published author, helping take your mindset, your life, your business and your health and body from where you are right now to becoming unstoppable. Today's topic is about being locked down again. So today in the state of Victoria, here in metropolitan Melbourne, which I'm a part of, we have been forced to shut down again due to the explosion in the number of cases of people that have been diagnosed with COVID-19. It's incredibly frustrating because I think I might have mentioned this yesterday. I only just got to reopen my studio to the public again for 16 days. And then we've been forced to shut it again. Every other state in Australia is open and they're opening up more parts, but our state has been shut down just because things have been growing out of control too quickly. So again, today, another 165 cases of people with the coronavirus. New South Wales have got 13, I think, today, but they're all from people that have come into the country and they're now in quarantine. So it's annoying, it's frustrating, and I'll tell you a couple of reasons why, but in a second. But life is like this, isn't it? It doesn't matter how thinly you slice something, there's always two sides of looking at things. And I want to look at both sides here with you today. So the frustrating part of this is I was about to have my best July ever. From the start of this year, 2020 was going to be my best year ever because I'd invested so much last year in coaching, in systems, in staff to make sure that I was ready to hit the ground running and say, bang, this is my year. January, best month ever. February, best month ever. March, almost the best month ever would have been, except we had the last 9 days ripped out from underneath us due to COVID, and then April shut down, May shut down, June pretty much all shut down as well, and being incredibly frustrating. Now the good news is that so our financial year here in Australia goes from 1 July to 30 June, and I was just crunching my numbers today, not completely finalised, but all the sales numbers are, and despite those 3 months of being shut down, 90 days, I have produced the best year on record. And it's up probably about 20, 25, no, it wouldn't be that much. Actually, yeah, it's about 25% on last year's result because of all the good work that I've done to set myself up for success this year. What's frustrating, July was going to be another record. Now, or only 16 days out of the lockdown, and then they said, no, we've got to shut you down again for another 45 days. I think it will be double that. I really do. So then I'm looking at, okay, well, I was on track to hit my target every month. Now, if I look at the other side, the good news is with a government grant that I was able to access as well as some tax relief, I have actually hit my target for the last 12 months. For the first time ever. And if I include those numbers, then that means that I have increased on the prior year by about 55%. And it's like, that is awesome. And the fact that I was on track to get a best July ever was awesome too. All through my own hard work. No grants or anything like that. It was all through my hard work. So I can look at it that way and say, wow, what a tremendous effort. How well I've been going to get all these things in place and working so hard over those last 90 days, because now it's about how do I step it up for that next phase. So I've got 45 days I'm locked down. So what that means is that I have some clients that just won't come in until the 6 weeks is over. I've got still having conversations with some people that are saying, yep, I'd like to give it a go, and training under I can train one person at a time in our public park in the middle of winter, which can be tricky with our weather. and really cold, but people are wanting to give that a go. And I've got people that are going to be streaming live. They're in their home, I'm in my studio, and we coach that way. So it will be more successful than it was for the last 90 days, because I'll have more clients this time. And in fact, I'm potentially picking up a new client tomorrow who's very keen to start working because she's so frustrated with the constant lockdowns that she wants to get started while everything is still locked down. So really important. So we are locked down, but I want to talk about being mentally prepared, because for me, it's about the COVID lockdown. For you, it might be that, or for you, it might be something else. But we have so many things that come at us in life that maybe look like COVID, or they look like something else that could be way worse for you. But the point is that we need to plan. And I talked about this the other day. You need to have a plan so that when things go wrong or pear-shaped, you've got a clear, precise plan to put in place, but also you are mentally prepared for this, because that's the biggest issue, isn't it? These things can knock us off track and we're just like, oh wow, I'm just not prepared for it. But I mentioned the other day about when you do a bicep curl, pushing into this hard stuff makes you stronger. So I'm already mentally prepared for this because I knew it was going to happen. So I thought, well, I can complain about it. I can look at the other side and say, do you know what? Look at all the things that I can now do because I'm going to have a little bit more time, and what I'm going to do with that. And between you and me, I was secretly hoping that we would be shut down because I've got some specific things that I want to do, and I was starting to get super busy, and I thought, you know what, I could do with some extra time here and there, and that will enable me to just completely finish off these other bits of work that I need to do. So looking at it on both sides, I can say, wow, yeah, frustrating on the one, but on the other side, wow, now I've got this great opportunity to do those things that I've been wanting to do, to finish that next level of work that I want to do, to take my business to that next level. Because last time I was shut down, what I started to do with this extra time was look at, what am I going to do for the next 10 years? What's my exit strategy from what I'm currently doing into that next phase of my life? What am I going to do? How long can I do this for? What's the next level for me? And in doing that, it's uncovered some things in my mind that I've never thought about before. And it wouldn't have happened if COVID hadn't happened, because we tend to get so busy, and my schedule is super busy, that you just don't stop and think about those things. What you're doing is you're coping with the here and now. You're coping with what's going to, or planning what's going to happen later in the year, a few months ahead, that kind of stuff. But you're not thinking 10 years down the track and thinking, okay, what's my exit strategy from here? And this is something that JT has taught me. And well, I heard him talking about this kind of stuff and what's happened with him and COVID and everything. And it got me thinking, well, hang on, what am I doing? Well, how do I plan my future with all of this? And so it's been a really, really great learning experience for me, and it just provided me with an opportunity to strengthen my resolve and my mindset around what it is that I'm doing, what I want to do with my clients, where I see myself going in 10 years' time, and moving probably away completely from the physical training with people and just working on the coaching side of things. Both I like, but I like more working with people on the coaching and the nutrition aspects, because that's the goal for me. That's when you can change people's mindsets, you can make them unstoppable. Hence why I've called this podcast the Mental Toughness and Body Show, because I work with people's minds to help them become focused, to make them become action orientated, and to become mentally prepared when these events come by like this. Because so many people, I just heard today, so we have a couple of services here, Beyond Blue and Lifeline, for those people that are really struggling mentally, and it's a free service that people can reach out for to get help. Since just the last few days, their call volume's gone up by 22%, just because people are not feeling like they can cope going back into a lockdown. There's plenty of businesses that will now they're sure will not survive because some of them have only just opened up again and they will not cope financially or mentally with a further shutdown. It's so, so devastating. And this is where you can be the difference. You can be different to everybody else. And you can stand up and you can say, do you know what? Bring it on. It doesn't matter what comes my way. I'm going to tackle that head on and I'm going to come out better for it. I was having a look just yesterday at the number of registered fitness professionals that are in my area. And 2 years ago, there were 87. And I was ranked number 1 in my area. When I had a look about 6 months ago, there were 37. And I think that number's right. It's around that, 35, 37, something like that. When I looked yesterday, there were 24. And I know people on there that don't actively work in the industry now. They're registered, but they don't, and they won't, work in it again. So the numbers are plummeting in my industry because people are getting out of it. They don't know how to do it. They're running a hobby. They don't know how to run a successful full-time business. So here's my plea to you. Doesn't matter what comes your way, you need to be focused. You need to have an action plan. You need to make sure that even if you are shut down like me, you make your mission to be successful. Make success the mission. Because if you do that, you'll get up each morning with a different mindset. Not like, oh man, what am I going to do today? Which show on Netflix am I going to watch? Instead, you'll be saying, okay, I can't wait to get out of bed. I'm working on this today and this, and I'm going to move my life, my business, my health, my body forward. I know we've got a bunch of people here in Australia that were in winter that they're going to put their bodies into hibernation until springtime, which is 1 September. And so we're just starting July. So we've got all of July, all of August, start of September, at least another 8 weeks. Now, I've spoken to people that have put on 15 kilos in the last 90 days of the last shutdown. And so maybe they might put on another 8 kilos this time. People, and that, I get frustrated because your health is so important to you. Your health is your wealth, and wealth without health is broke. So you've got to make sure that you look after it. And if you look after your health, you'll be in a much better mental position. And if you shut down, still do the exercise so that you can remain strong and you can remain focused and you know that you're building your immune system at the same time. So there's my tip for today. Make success your mission. Stay focused, stay strong. And if you'd like to find out how you can work with us in detail and get a free consultation, then go to the mentaltoughnessandbodyshow.com. Scroll to the very bottom. There's a link there where you can get a free consultation directly with me personally. And if you want to take that up, I can't wait to have a chat with you and see how we can have an impact on your life. Take care wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you soon.